Hi Taurus, I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of November 2022. I do want to remind you this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, as you probably already know. But I will be doing an extended for this reading. The link will be the first one in the description box. Let me reword that. The first link in the description box down below will be for your extended reading, but we'll also dive a bit deeper into your month in a general sense. So just a bit more of what you can expect overall in the month of November. But let's begin and pull some tarot. Staying focused is what I'm hearing. Staying focused and keeping your head in the game. It feels like you have a lot of goals set in place. Very much determined in regards to taking your business to the next level. I feel like seeing growth, exceeding your potential, I feel the need to say, or just simply wanting to move on up in the company you're working for, or just some of you in regards to achieving the beginning of a new job, okay, gaining employment. However it works for you, I feel like you're very determined and very successful in whatever you put your mind, heart, and soul towards, wherever you're putting your energy and resources towards throughout the month, all right? But it could be a very busy month for you, but I'm not feeling very stressed in your energy. I feel very calm, cool, and collected. I'm just going to do what I have to do when I feel the need to do it, but then the innate ability to sort of adapt and be flexible at times, because I feel like not everything's going to unravel exactly how you foresee it, okay, or would expect due to recent past or just how you've done things in the past. So just keep an open mind, okay, and tap into that ability to be flexible. But, and again, to adapt. But the Ace of Pentacles, some of you could be, again, looking into a new opportunity to make money for employment. It could be in regards to, or it could be in regards to an expansion for your business, or this could be representing a new business idea for some, taking a dive into entrepreneurship. But I really do sense that a lot of you Tauruses being drawn to this reading are being gifted money, okay? I'm hearing left and right. So you might want to watch the Leo reading, because that was literally the title of their monthly reading. But I do sense that the clouds are clearing and you're starting to see things grow and prosper more so than they have in the recent past. It's like people are starting to see your talent in a more realistic light. It's like people are starting to see what you're made out of, okay? If you're on social media, that's thriving to a very, very impressive extent, okay? I'm feeling very well spoken in your energy. I sense that you're not the most smiley throughout the month. I really didn't love that wording. You're not going to be super smiley 24/7 throughout the month. You might even find yourself buckling down and doing your work, and just even when you're shopping and feeling quite overly serious to an extent. But it's like you're exuding good vibes. You're glowing, okay? And I feel like when you're working, you're glowing. Now, those who are very sensitive to energy being drawn to this reading, potentially very empathic, do cleanse your energy and be aware as to when that's affecting you in a negative sense, okay? And that could be why you're feeling overly serious or just lacking motivation at certain points. But even that lack of motivation might push you to sort of balance things out and rest a bit, okay? Feeling so ultra motivated and overly determined might lead you to a state of burnout if you're not careful or just willing to rest from time to time, okay? Laziness is just not in your blood, at least throughout this month, and it just feels like it's paying off in a lot of ways, but you don't want to feel as if the work you produce moving forward is lacking quality because you've been putting in so much effort in large quantities. Interesting wording. But I just feel like you're also very much connected to the sun throughout the month, okay, in nature. I mean, you are an earth sign. 414, look up that angel number meaning, as there is a message for you. But you're being reminded, and you're even reminding others through your work, through your energy. Completion is a must. Okay, completion leads to happiness. A recent change you made in the past has led you towards sunnier days, happier times, and even just more comfort. But whether that was a financial investment, career-wise, it could be both. But I feel like this is about your energy, okay? You're radiating regardless of what mood you're in. So do keep that in mind. And I sense that when you are thriving while producing work, even the goofier moments, because there are times when you sort of let loose and are a bit goofy, it pays off, okay? Do expect for oneself to go viral at least once throughout the month if you choose to put yourself out into the public eye in that sense on social media. But either way, you're being noticed, okay? Your family, your friends are noticing how well you're doing or just how talented you are, remembering that. But it feels like those who work a day-to-day job are seeing coworkers, even clientele and boss figures, noticing how good you are at what you do, or again, just remembering that. Stay in your lane, I feel the need to say. Steer clear of gossip, steer clear of moody energies that you work with or live with, or both. Allow for oneself to just focus on your work. I'm seeing the focus on your work card from the tea leaf deck in my mind's eye. It feels like it's a very spiritually connected month where people are seeing that you're very spiritually connected. Whether you do spiritual work, you could be a tarot reader or psychic, both. You could find that you just, or have healing energy, I feel the need to say, or you could do healing work. But I just feel like even if you don't have spiritual or healing work within your career for your business or just your day-to-day job, people are seeing you as spiritually connected when working or when they're living with you, okay? Your dreams will take a focus in the month. It might even play into your work in one way, shape, or form. Let's actually pull from the small deck. But I feel like some of you may be thinking about lack, okay? Lack from the recent past when it comes to finances. You might feel as if you're just trying to balance out how to figure out ways to gain more money. I do sense that you're meant to have multiple streams of income in the future. And so there's going to be a reminder of that. Okay, something will grow and then prosper to the point of you making a lot of money from it, but it doesn't feel like it's the month to gain from just that. Some more grounding, okay, interesting wording. Some more foundation work needs to go into and be put into place, into play before that becomes fruitful. Okay. But it just feels like you're meant to enjoy your work throughout the month. So make sure you aren't losing sight of that, okay? What do we have for Taurus? Wow, money's on my mind is what I just heard. Wow, millionaire in the making. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm not surprised to see this because I feel like it's just your mindset throughout the month where you're not willing to settle for less when you're envisioning your future, okay? You just kind of have this sort of I'm meant to be rich mindset and approach to what you do. And you may even find yourself carrying oneself out and about when you're grocery shopping, I feel the need to say specifically. Shopping in general, strutting around the neighborhood, the city, however it works for you, even driving around and feeling very fortunate. Interesting, didn't expect that to come out, but for some of you, carrying oneself like a celebrity or just like a star. And I do sense that people are viewing you in that stardom sort of light, okay? Regardless of how that comes to be for you individually. Being shown somebody with dollar symbols coming to be in their eyes, right? Kind of like the emoji, but it was more comic book like the way I saw it. And I just feel as if that is you throughout the month, seeing dollar symbols, seeing the opportunity to make money come to be in front of you. You're manifesting it. You're drawing it in due to your radiation, due to you radiating good energy, and just, I feel like you're manifesting a lot at this time. And as a Taurus, just naturally, you're very, very intuitive. So make sure you're not losing sight of that and you're tapping into it when you need to, as far as what you're attracting in so many ways, okay? And as far as how to proceed with something, because I feel like there's options to expand your business if you're already running one, or new opportunities to, new ideas coming to be potentially from spirit to start a new business, or just in regards to, again, expanding your current one. But I do feel like for some, it's also just you attracting more opportunities, more money in a lot of ways. It could be tied into your day-to-day job, however it works for you. But I do feel like some of which drawn to the reading are thinking about acquiring a new part-time job, okay? It'll happen when it's meant to, or a full-time one, but I was getting part-time specifically, but it's a month to gain abundance, okay? You are gaining abundance. That was so awkward. I feel like you're acknowledging when you're feeling quite awkward when working or when you review your work or something of the sort, but I even feel the need to say your awkward moments, or you're just the moments when you're not perfect. It's still likable, it's still productive, it could even more so gain you abundance, okay? So keep that in mind. Perfection isn't something to strive for. But in other ways, you will be striving for perfection. Excuse me, if I could even spit it out when it comes to keeping things neat and clean in the work environment at home, when it comes to trying to choose the right wording, but you might be spoken through by spirit, so it's kind of impossible. But I do sense that that's going to help you with a clear-minded approach to what you want to move forward with, add on to your situation, or even leave behind. And I do sense they're saying with a clear mind, you can easily trust your intuition. Keep that in mind. But we have more than expected financial rewards in fame and fortune. Okay, and in quality investment, I feel like there's preparation for one, or it could be taking place throughout this month. Okay, wow, a lot of messages. Yeah, I really do feel like you're gaining more than expected when it comes to progress, when it comes to growth for your business, your project, your hobby, your job, if I didn't say it already, but financial rewards coming in. So I feel like it will come in shortly after these thoughts of lack, okay, or just to make up for the lack in the recent past. But fame and fortune being on one's mind, even taking steps towards that, or leaps towards that fame and fortune. And I just feel like it's a month that reminds you it's kind of in your blood, or you were born to be a star. You were born to live a lavish lifestyle, okay? So allow for oneself to bask in the progress you're making at this time due to your passions, due to your skill sets, your talent, and just make the best out of what doesn't feel perfect in the midst of feeling quite independent. I know this is a lot of these small cards, but they're all screaming to me about your situation, okay? But yeah, I just feel like you are speeding through things at times and then being very methodical at other points, right? Very strategic. Your strategy will pay off is what I'm hearing. But there's public recognition taking place as you are putting oneself in and even being pushed by others and by spirit to be in the spotlight, okay? You will shine for all to see. And I just feel like any little levels of stress with the Nine of Swords here, even lack of sleep, I just feel like will benefit your work. Does that make sense? Spirit's going to give you certain downloads at points throughout the month that it could either be for your work specifically, or in regards to your career as a whole, okay? Or tying into your money situation. I feel like you're just, again, glowing. And I just feel like there's a focus on your looks. Any money put towards your looks will be well worth it. And even from the recent past, that's playing into overall confidence in the work you're producing and developing. But try not to overdo it with the spending, okay? When you feel affected by energy, shake it off. Because we need you to be at in your best energy, your highest vibration. And I heard tip-top shape, okay? Tip-top shape. Let's polish this off is what I'm hearing. The Judgment card coming out, as well as Temperance. I need to be honest with oneself. How are you feeling about that work? Okay, how are you feeling about the work environment, the home situation? How can you make the best, or how can you improve things or shift towards the new? So just a little bit of reflecting, but not a ton needing to take place. But there's a highlight on the patience that you need to have at this time in regards to the honesty coming towards you, in regards to the opinions, in regards to all that you're trying to accomplish, and even certain outside factors like noise, energy, and disturbances, I feel the need to say. I just feel like at home, or just even at work for some, there's annoying background noises, energy. Someone or multiple people aren't in the best mood. So do keep that in mind. And any lack of motivation may be stemming from, again, somebody else in your midst. You even might find yourself being heavily affected by the energy of certain spirits, even if that's not 100% evident in the moment. But I do feel like there's a lot of abundance overflowing from your Taurus cup, okay? And there's a focus on your Ten of Pentacles lifestyle and how to get closer to that. But I feel like you're being reminded you don't need to force it. And it's not that you have this instinct to force it or feel the need to at times, but it's you just sort of desiring that financial comfort plus some so badly, right? And even for some, on top of it all, desiring that fame, that celebrity status so much that you are being reminded, no need to force it, okay? Keep it moving, keep it going, do what you gotta do, produce that extra content, or just allow for oneself to do things in a very strategic, balanced manner, and just be happy while you're producing and developing. It's gonna make a difference, okay? But I feel like you speaking your truth, and even others' truth, spirit's truth, all the meanwhile, that's gonna pay off. that's going to help you achieve what you're trying to at this time. And it's just like your mind, your focus is on your work, on your money, and that's what's going to thrive at this time. But I feel like on top of it all, you may even find oneself attracting in friends and love options and more love all the meanwhile. I know this is a money and career read, but I feel like you're a great example of when you focus on your work, when you focus on your potential, exceeding that, your money, and making sure you're successful in life, and not depending on anybody else. For that, you just end up attracting in the other manifestations that you are meant to acquire, the other levels of success in your life, okay? The other comforts. And I just feel like you are very in touch with your masculine side at certain points when working, and then at other points very in touch with your feminine side, and that helps you create and develop in different ways, okay? And even communicate to different types of energies, different types of people, okay? I feel like communication, speaking is a huge part of your month, and you're quite on point with the way you convey, the way you convince, and even just help. I feel like your helpful nature, your motherly or fatherly nature coming into play, okay? And I sense that it's a month where there's good karma coming back to assist you through financial gain, through growth, through success, okay? And I just feel like it's a month where you are simply meant to be in the spotlight, okay? So own it, all right? And I just feel like you're going to realize or remember that the abundance you're gaining throughout this month, it's just a portion of what you're meant to gain moving forward, all right? So if this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light. Don't forget to check out your extended reading at the top of the description box. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Taurus.